here for part 13. So we're already 13 parts in. And to be honest, I suspect that we are close to the end of the game. I suspect that we'll have this episode and then the next one. And then we might be done. Which is bittersweet because I'm enjoying this game a lot. But we'll have to see. Maybe it'll be a little bit longer. Maybe not. But it's been so fun so far playing both of these Subnautica games. And the very next game on our docket is The Last of Us, Part 1. So I'm very excited for that. The reason that we're going to start with The Last of Us Part 1 is because 4 out of 5 of my dissertation chapters were based on parasites. So obviously we need to talk about parasites, and I love the Last of Us series, and I need an excuse to talk about parasites in The Last of Us, so that's what we'll be doing. Ophelia, what are you doing? What are you doing, Kit Kat?
Calorie intake recommended.
Sweet child, what are you doing? What are you doing? Honey baby. What are you doing? Let me say hi to the people. Yes. Are you getting all the little scratchy scratchies? Is she getting the little scratchy scratchies? Oh, she's so happy. Yeah. Are you getting scratchy scratchies? Yes. Okay. Well, what do you want now? Hello, Nick of Time. Oh, okay, Ophelia. What do you, honey? Kitty! Anyway, let's see how this is doing. That's pretty good. I have cheated again. And so, yes, there she goes. I have cheated again. And so I know where to get the last body part. So we will be going there. But we will not be ending the game today. I will not allow it. Yes, I've cheated. I cheat all the time when I play games in real life. If I'm stuck, I'll look it up on the internet. I do not care. However, for most of these Subnautica playthroughs, I have not cheated at all. But here and there, I have. I have not eaten dinner yet, no, Nick of Time, but I knew that you were going to ask, and I always appreciate that you ask. Yeah, it's a little bit early, but I started early so that way I could get off at a reasonable time, so that way I can eat at a reasonable time. Look at the little tri-valve! It's so... Well, you know what? It is cute. I didn't like it at first, but now I think it's kind of cute. It's growing on me. Look at the sun coming through our roof. I'm so glad that you're going to your favorite streamers and making sure that we're all fed, because we all need to be reminded. Hi, Tina Bug! Anyway, we needed to come in and look at that. So we're going to go, oh god. We're gonna go and collect that last body part. While we're at it, we're gonna collect fish, because I want more fish. I'm not leaving this planet until we have done more fish stuff. None of y'all hydrate, and none of y'all go to bed at reasonable hours. Nick of Time, I've been called out accurately. You all know. You can see when I've streamed. You know. That fish was just on the ground. Okay, anyway, I don't know why I went in there. Oh, I was going to say, we'll definitely have to decorate this floor and the top floor before we finish this game. That is certainly a goal that we have. We will not be leaving until we do so. $3 a.m. is not normal bedtime, chat. No, I don't even go to bed that late. That was like in the worst days of submitting my dissertation. I submitted my dissertation at like 3 a.m., which I don't recommend anybody do. And then Nick of Time said, the most entertaining people are the ones who don't eat or sleep, apparently. Yeah, That's what it seems like. Alright. Let's grab 3 of those. We got a bunch of water bottles, so we should be fine. I have a beacon. Lovely. Alright. We are headed out. So the plan today is we are looking for the last body part to build Alan his body. We may or may not build the body today. But we're not going to end the game. Game's not ending this time. No. There's at least one more episode in us. I have things I wish to do. And we're also going to be looking... Where is it? Oh. Directly missed that. We're also going to be looking for other fish to put in our aquarium. I just keep missing it. Also, did you see the 2, we have our 2... Where is it? Anyway, our 2 sea monkeys have been chilling around here. And they hang out together like little twins. I'm so proud of them. They were in fact found together. Oh my god! Why can't I just back into it? Well, I was too high there. Alright, hold on. Hold on now. I've been able to do it all these other times. Why can't I do it now? Oh my god. No. I broke it. Well, that's new. I've never broken one of my vehicles before, so that's fun. I was just trying to back up into it. I've been able to do it before. Well, luckily, I hadn't really done anything except run around in circles, so I think we're gonna be fine here. Chat, you saw nothing. You didn't see anything. Nothing happened. Also, I don't think I did anything, so... I just need to go pick up some food. Oh, there's an egg I gotta drop off. Let's go drop off that egg. It's a pinnacard egg. I'll just start in here. And then by the time we get back, it will be here. Goodbye. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna... No, I don't want to go that high. I want to go down. No! Climb down. Okay. Anyway, I guess in that case, we'll just grab it and put it on the back instead. Because I don't want to go through that again. I did not enjoy any of that. Okay. Something keeps banging into... Hey, buddy. You shouldn't be there. Maybe. Do we learn anything, Brooke? The answer is no. Okay. I don't know if I can do anything to it right now. Oh, hi! Thank you, baby! I raised you so well! Okay, bye! You gotta move! You gotta move, honey. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Well, I don't know. Make sure this is good too. I think that's fine. Yeah, I guess it's fine. All right. Let's enter through the back way, because I've never done that. That's fun. Things keep banging into me. Let me see if there's anything in these. Nope. There's a plant in there, but I'll live if we don't take it out. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Also, I have a beacon this time, so hopefully I'll remember to use it. I just hit a fish. Not a strong showing for my driving today. Not a strong showing. Not a strong showing for my driving. Also, the place that Alan's next body part is, when I saw where it was, I got kind of mad because I was literally right there and just barely missed it. I've said this before, and I'll say this again. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. The music right here in this place is so peaceful. Like, I feel like I melt when I hear it and listen to it. And this is like one of the most terrifying places in the game, because this is where all the scary critters are. Are they trying to lull you into a false sense of security? What is the reason? What is the logic behind it? See? Because they have this lovely, peaceful music that's a little bit hard to hear over everything. But, God, it's so good. Please shut up. I don't like you. Okay. Let's see if I can get in here. Or if I'm gonna have to do my usual sped up with classical music in the background trick that I sometimes have to do. We'll find out! It's frying time, baby! I crashed into that as I was doing that, which was not exactly what I would call smart, but you know what? It happened. Okay. Let's see. Nope, this is the wrong place. I do this every time. Well, I mean, there have been times that I have dropped down immediately. And then gotten to where I was supposed to go. But I know what I'm looking for. It's just the entry points look so similar. It's easy to get lost. Because her base is because I couldn't type. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. I was just trying to put MM, and then it put a million M's. I was like, you know what? Fine. Maybe it's down this way. Hi, Zepsitar! Oh, you might have a date this weekend? How exciting. That's very exciting. God. Come on, Brooke, you're better than this. You've done it before. Shut up. I hear you in my ear. Oh, it got me, but I got it too. Newtfish also just got somebody. This isn't it, although I'm curious. I don't know what's down here. Or down like this way. Okay. Oh, okay. Ah, okay, so this is how you get to the part of the Mercury. Which we should maybe explore more in here. Huh. There's another down prawn suit. I probably won't end up making a prawn suit. I've never needed it. Okay, now I'm just kind of exploring, because why not? But we are gonna find our way in. It's a weird sound. Ah. That's why. Okay. What is down this way? Honestly. Then we can go where we're heading. It's supposed to be the world's edge. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what that is, so we're not gonna do that. Because it just gets really dark and really scary, and I don't wanna. Okay. So, I will not cut this part and make it faster because I was exploring. Let's see if I can get in there. All right. I see you. I see your glowy, glowy thingies. But I got you this time. You didn't get me. I got you. And I'll get you again. It must be night, because it's really, really dark. Okay. No one asked you. Okay, so I keep going the same way each time is the issue. Sometimes I'm able to get in here and sometimes I can't. Oh my god. I may actually end up speeding this up. We're gonna find out. Oops. Oops. Don't say anything. No one say anything. No one say anything. Also, I figured it out. I made it. Okay, nothing in there. I'm always looking for more eggs. Eggies. Okay. Oh, I didn't mention to you all out loud where the heck we were going. But yeah, we're going past Marguerite's base. And then we are gonna be smart here. There we go. Nice. Not the duck with a knife emoji. Listen. I'm driving this big vehicle in places it should not be going. It's fish time. Fish time. Snutch. 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 Snatch. This music isn't creepy at all. I don't have. Ooh, you said you were slick. Also, that reminds me, well, I hate all of the sounds that are currently happening. Anyway, didn't look like a diamond. It's just a reflection. Anyway, when we're back in our base, I have to read to you all the descriptions of each of the fish when you cook them, because I read them a few days ago and thought they were very funny. I was like, oh, I have to read that to the chat, and then I forgot. But I haven't forgotten now. Oh yes, I will take lithium. Those triops were around here too. I would like those. I don't know where they went. Oh well. That's not tribes, that's hibiscus. Alright. I'm gonna enter through here. Because we're putting them in here. Lest I lose them. We are also, while we're down here, because we're going into the crystal caverns, obviously, we are going to grab more rock grubs. I want more. I want to put them in tanks. So they should be on the walls. We're getting close. There we go. Okay, now we're looking for rock grubs. There's one. You can tell because it's like a little glowing thing. And I'm about to snatch them all. Grab. Mine! You're just sitting there, waiting for me to grab you. If you only you weren't bioluminescent. Alright, I want another one. I want 4 at minimum. But I'll take more! If they have them, they may not. We don't need any more of the red featherfish because they all... Oh my god, that's a lot of them. They all reproduced in my tank, and now I have 1 billion of them. We don't need any more. You can run, but you can't hide. I got it. Got it! Mine! Okay. Onwards! You know what's crazy? Let's talk about academic guilt. This feels like it's out of nowhere, but it's not, I promise. So, first let me turn that on before I got. So, a lot of people that are in academia, the vast majority of people in academia, and just people in other fields, but like especially people that are in sciences and science academia often feel imposter syndrome. So we feel like we're not good enough. Everybody else is better than us. We're not actually supposed to be in graduate school or have a PhD or whatever. We feel like we're not good enough and that everybody else around us is. And academia breeds this kind of ideology, unfortunately. And so studies have found, and I've talked about imposter syndrome before, but studies have found that if I get got by that terrifying silencer thing while I'm just trying to get some fish, I'm gonna cry. Anyway, so a lot of us feel that way, and then a lot of us also feel like guilt surrounding our productivity, the amount of research that we're working on, the positions that we're in. And then I personally feel, and shouldn't feel, but do feel, guilt surrounding sometimes doing science outreach, because I feel like, oh, if I'm doing science outreach, I'm not being productive enough in my scientific research, which is absolute BS. And I don't actually think that. It's just that, like, that's the fear that I have because of the way that this field is set up. I'm gonna, like, take every single rock crumb in this area,
Warning.
and
30
I'm
seconds
going
of
to
oxygen
accidentally, single-handedly decimate the population of these here. But anyway, and so like if I don't get enough stuff done, but I work on like doing science outreach, then I'm not working hard enough, which is not true. Science outreach and science communication are so important because what is the point of science if we don't disseminate it? But the other issue is that sometimes when I do these, I feel guilty because it's like, oh, I'm playing a video game. I'm not doing like real science outreach. I'm not doing real science stuff. Or teaching people, and then like when I'm like, if I'm playing the game and I'm enjoying playing the game, or I'm distracted because I'm playing the game, and so I can't like think of anything to talk about science-wise, marine biology-wise, I feel bad because I'm like, oh, I'm like doing a disservice, or I'm not teaching people enough, or like this is just an excuse for me to play games. That's not true. Because I am human, and we are all human, and I'm allowed to, and hopefully should be enjoying playing these games. I did this as a way to merge my love of video games, and also people love watching video games or just having them on in the background. I love it. I have talked about that. I've had the stuff playing in the background. I've had Jack, and I mentioned them a lot, but like I watch Queso too, and there's other people, but I have watched other people play video games that have nothing to do with science in the background while I'm in the process of like doing data analysis or collating data together. We are all human, and there is so much more. There is so much more to us than just we have to be science all the time and just output all of this science. And so this is a great active process for me of being like, you're allowed to enjoy things while also helping people to understand science a little bit more. And I don't have to be constantly talking about science the entire time. And I have been so distracted talking that I feel like, once again, I have decimated the population of rock grubs in this area.
Fluid intake.
I'm also grabbing literally every quartz that's here. They're so cute! I have no choice but to grab them. But anyway, there's my spiel. That's a lot more vulnerable than I've normally been, but that's stuff that happens in my brain. And so I wanted to make it very crystal clear that oh, shh. Chat, did I curse? Why was I not smart enough to bring another battery? Fantastic. Okay. What's the K word? I know that I almost said the S word. It just kind of came out of me. But I didn't say it, so YouTube's not gonna get mad, right? I mean, as long as it's not in the first 15 seconds, I think we're okay. Anyway, good God. But darn it! Because there's a certain you have to do it at the right time for it to go away. Well, now I'm just waiting for it to leave because I need to repair this. But if you hit it, I had it last time we were down here, but if you hit it at just the right point when it's coming at you, you can get it off you. There we go. Problem is that it won't, like, it's kind of stuck up here. I needed to go back into the depths of hell from whence it came, because 65 is not good. Okay, so apparently I was muted again. I don't know what's going on with my mic. It's kind of driving me a little bit nuts, but it's fine. I might need to update my drivers, I think, is what's going on. Because it's been telling me I need to update my drivers on my computer for a few days, and I keep forgetting because I'm using it. Anyway, I guess I should actually update them. But anyway, so... My bad. What I was trying to say earlier is that people in the chat were talking about accessing publications. Because sometimes you want to read a publication and you hit a paywall. And when you hit the paywall, it might feel like, oh, I can't access this paper. That is wrong. There are multiple different ways for you to still access the publication. So the first one that you should do is you should email the people who are especially the first author of the paper, but you can email anybody on the paper. But you should email the first author of the paper. And the first author can send it to you. And so you can just like send them a quick email, be like, hi, I'm really interested in reading your paper. Would you be able to send me the PDF? And most of the time they will send you a PDF because a lot of people who write publications want you to be able to read them. They want to be able to disseminate their science. And so you can just email them. Don't be worried about them saying no, because the answer is already no. You don't have access to the paper. So if you email them and they don't respond, the worst that could happen to you is that they don't respond. I've only ever had it happen twice that people did not email me back when I asked for a paper, and probably the reason is that they probably just forgot, if we're being honest. Anyway, so always reach out to the authors first, particularly the first author, because usually they're the one that's going to be more in tune with the paper. And then if that does not work, you can go to ResearchGate, because on ResearchGate, they'll usually have posted their paper that you can access from there. And so you'll be able to get the full PDF of it, because oftentimes scientists will upload a PDF version, or the journal will provide a PDF version that's readily accessible on ResearchGate. So you just need to have an account. You just need to have an account on ResearchGate, and that's it for that. Found it! The other way that you can do this is you can do it through what's called Sci-Hub. So Sci-Hub is a way that you just put in the DOI, and then it will give you access to the paper most of the time. It is fraught with lots of controversy because it is a way that people can access publications for free. And so obviously journals don't like that. And so they have been sued multiple times, but it is an option. It does not work for everything, and I would not use it as your first option. The first option should always be checking. I check ResearchGate first, and then if I can't find it, then I email. But music changed. But anyway, those are the ways that you can access publications if you're having trouble getting to them. Oh, this music is cool! Love this! Also bummed because this is dead. But I'm not currently using this. There we go. Because I've got like 1 billion batteries, so I can just grab those when I go back.
There is definitely something of value nearby. It could help you build my body.
I found it, friends. I love being somebody that's a visual learner and that can just like barely watch it and find it on my own. Anyway, go in there. Oh, there's no space. Anyway, those are the ways that you can access papers. So Archaeolinguist is saying, out of curiosity, since research gates are often a draft before the final one, do you know if there's ever issues with citations? So at least in my field, in biology, usually they publish like the full thing, the full paper. I did read one today on ResearchGate that did not have the fully published, so I was like, okay, so some of this might have changed. So exercise caution if it's a version that looks like it's like just a draft. What you could do, I'm just having fun looking in here. It's so cool. What you could do is you could always email the authors and again ask them for an updated version, and they should be able to give it to you. There's always multiple ways to do things. This place is very cool. Let me in. Nice. Nice. Okay. You all heard me while I was freaking out about the silencer, right? Hi, Vens! Oh yeah, you all definitely heard that whole spiel. This place is cool. Yeah, I think that what's going on is that my I think that my drivers need to be updated and I keep forgetting to do it. And so the mic keeps conking out for that reason. But you all didn't miss anything now because I just said everything to you that I said earlier. So you got to hear it. But anyway, see, I was so bummed and sad because I was like, oh no, I can't think of anything biology to talk about or science to talk about. Here we are. It's all fine. But even if I don't really talk that lot about, I'm just looking around because this place is so cool. Even if I end up not talking that much about science, it's just nice to be like, oh look, scientists are human and we like playing video games sometimes. What is in here? That is very blue. That... I don't know why, is somewhat disturbing. You're gonna wait. Architect constituent parts. The architect organs are effectively a network of biocomposite and cybernetic material containing a variety of subsystems. The heart is a particularly complex centerpiece in this biological-technological hybrid. It moves blood and nutrients throughout the body to nourish and maintain the animal aspects of the alien corpus's body, while also functioning as the primary energy source for the cybernetic neurological system. Sensory input is processed and filtered into a dense network of incredible computational power, the architect brain. No respiration or digestive systems appear to be present, suggesting a life that is fed entirely by sustained electrical energy, and a body that can survive in environments that are otherwise extremely hostile to most life forms. But I want to eat food. I enjoy eating food. I want to be able to eat food. Anyway, in spite of its intricate design, the insistence on incorporating biological components exposes the architect body to the possibility of disease. Yeah, we figured that one. So as somebody who enjoys cooking and baking, this would be a problem.
We'll be able to construct bionic organs with the scanned material, both primary and secondary. Our designs provide for redundancies.
Given your current location, I think they could still be improved.
Your feedback has been noted.
I
have scanned all the components we need to make a storage body.
Are you excited?
Using the chemical compounds available in your body, I am able to approximate what you might call cautious optimism.
Anyway, I detected a hint of sarcasm with that other one, the other thing he said. Okay. I don't know if I like that. I also hear things. Do you all hear whirring? Huh. Also, there's usually... I can't get up there. There are... usually... ion cubes around. I don't know where they are. I don't have any. What is that? Oh! I knew it! I was wondering if it was the little robot dudes. It's up there in the ceiling. Yep, it's right up there in the ceiling. Anyway. Okay, well. It's a maze. Oh, what I was trying to say earlier. Science outreach is very important and is something that many, many more people in science need to be doing, because everybody deserves to have access to science. And the whole point of science is, and an integral part of the scientific process, perhaps one of the most important parts of the scientific process, is dissemination. That is the wrong direction. So essentially getting the work out there to other people, and other people should not just be scientists. We should also be including the general public in that. Everybody deserves access to science. And so it is something that is really important and very worthy and noble of pursuit. A shower! But unfortunately, there are some who will tell you that anybody that does science outreach or science communication is quote-unquote overcompensating for their ability as a scientist, which is kind of ridiculous, considering the fact that you have to know your science very well in order to disseminate it in a way that makes sense to other people who are not scientists. But, yeah, no. Not everybody is of the same understanding. When I was doing my dissertation, much of my time, like 95% of my time, I'm going to get lost in here. 95% of my time was spent working on my research, working on my dissertation. Too much time, one would argue. I worked way too much, very much overdid it and burned myself the heck out. I'm gonna go back in here to get more air. And so when I would do my fact videos, I would film all of them. By the end, I ended up filming them all like in bulk on like the same day. Just because that way, if I did it all in one day and I could just post them each day, it would just make it easier on me so I could focus more on my research stuff. It just looked like I was focusing all of my time on my outreach because I had a product every single day, which is just not possible with actual scientific work. This place is cool. I want to take a picture of our little sea turtle here. Nice. Are you telling me there's a crash fish all the way down here?
We have gathered the necessary components to begin constructing my body.
Great. What's next? Let's get you out of my head.
Do you remember the fabrication facility? You must return there.
Right. The fabrication facility. So you always planned on needing to make new bodies?
It is a standard medical facility.
A medical facility where you just replace your whole body when it wears out? Sounds a little beyond standard to me.
Ours was a research mission of the highest importance. All of my people were not invited.
So, what were you, a scientist like me?
I am a scientist now.
So, what happened? Your team found the vaccine and then...
Please, Robin, you have the components. Return to the facility and construct the body.
Okay, but don't think I don't notice you changing the topic.
That's suspicious. That's suspicious. That's suspicious. Don't think I didn't notice that either. Not to mention, he's not typically been insistent. I hear a crash fish down here. What are you doing all the way down here? I hate crash fish. Anyway. The chat said that they remembered that my nose ring is fake and they felt the betrayal all over again. Surprise. It's been fake. All this time. All this time! It's always been fake. It's so much easier. Do you know how much cheaper and better it is to do it this way? It's been fake for years. I've never had a real one. I probably just blew some people's minds that never saw the original post. Another rock rub! Can I? Yeah! I have single-handedly decimated this population down here. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I keep picking up kyanite, because it probably won't need it. But they're just so pretty, and they're just sticking up waiting for me to take them. I don't think we can actually build any of his parts right now, but we're going to go back down there anyway. Just to see if there's any additional dialogue. Or just to, it should show me what I need, so. But I don't believe that we have anything to do that. And so probably what will end up happening for the rest of this episode is us gathering the materials to make his body. But I will say that I am incredibly uneasy by the way in which he said all of that. I will also say that she's like, were you a scientist? He's like, I am a scientist now. I feel that. Because even though, I have to keep telling myself that, because even though, I've been talking about the fact that the reason that I'm even doing any of this is because I'm still in the process of trying to get a postdoc. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm not a real scientist. It's like, that's not true. This is a really, really bad time for anybody to have graduated, and many, many people are in the exact same position that I'm in, where we're all just trying to find postdocs. But you're still a scientist even if you're not quite in the job that you want to end up being in yet. Or even people that are undergraduate students are like, oh, I'm not a scientist yet. And I'm like, yes, you are. You're a scientist. You're going to school for science. You're a scientist. You're just a young scientist. Also, you all said something about a sequel. What sequel are we talking about? I didn't catch that. Also. Okay, so what did he say? Yeah, so he got cut. Oh, I didn't register. So he got cut off, or she got cut off. Robin got cut off by Alan, because Alan cut her off when she said the thing about the vaccine. Because we all know from the lore from the last game that they didn't find the vaccine because they couldn't hear the Sea Emperor. And Riley, the previous character's name that we played, could hear that and found the way to do it. But let's keep in mind the fact that Alan was the one who did all of the terrible things to the babies and to Mama Sea Emperor. And I haven't forgotten that. Now, I know that it said that it can be like a factory reset when they get placed into storage. And so maybe the person that, and I know that they don't really think in individuality, but maybe the person that did that to the Sea Emperor Mama is not the same person that's currently in our head. But still, I haven't forgotten that. And then the other thing, my other question is, so is it that if they jump from storage module to storage module, each time, do they lose their personality? So any semblance of personality that Alan has right now, when he jumps out of my head and into a body, is he then going to be different again? So he learned how to be sarcastic. Is he no longer going to know how to do that? I have questions that might even be too deep for the people who made the game, if we're being honest. Not in a mean way, but that they might not have thought this deep, because I'm thinking probably too deep. It's with no shade to the people that created this game. It's very clear that they put a lot of thought and effort into it. And I've seen so many videos, like I didn't watch them, but I've seen them come up. I wanted some of these, so we're grabbing them. But I saw a lot of videos come up where people are like, oh, Below Zero is mid, and it's terrible, and Robin's an awful character. And I'm like, I totally disagree, because to be honest, I have enjoyed this game, and I know this sounds like heresy, I have enjoyed this game more than I have the first Subnautica. But I specifically like more story-driven games. So, like, that's... Oh, wait. Let me go... No, I didn't want to get out. I wanted to, like, get up and go put the fish back in storage here. I like more story-driven games. And there was a story for the first one, but it wasn't as...
See fluid intake.
Strong of a story. And this one felt more like... I don't know how to describe it. This one felt more like getting to explore really cool biomes. And the other one has really awesome biomes too. And this is nothing, no shade or anything against the first game. The first game is awesome. But I feel like the first game is more like scary. Like I haven't really felt the same amount of like fear factor in this one as I did in the first one. And I've said before, that is the only game that has ever scared me. Like The Last of Us hasn't even really scared me that much. Like, there's one scene in the second game that I think is the scariest out of them all. Out of like all of the Last of Us games. But it's like not like scary. Whereas like some of those darker locations that you have to be in. Go away. Some of the... Oops. So instead I fried a little fish instead of the big one. Oh well. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. There was a place that's scary in that game, but like not like scary. Now I know that, so I see that Ben said that the first, like the development was rough and that they scrapped the first story. So I know that because I had seen in other videos that there's a totally different story, and I had seen like clips. So that had the opposite effect. And instead it just made this thing mad. So like I tried to fry it and it did that to me. Anyway, that they completely scrapped the story and they redid it, and I saw clips of the older story, and I greatly prefer the new one that we got in this. Much better. But I would say that shows like when a studio knows how to pivot and do something else that works better. And so I'd say that says a lot about the company. I am also acutely aware of the fact that there has been some concerning developments with the new Subnautica that's coming out, and that the company has decided that they want to be an AI first company, and that they want to buy out all of the humans that work at the company and replace them with AI, which is not cool. My understanding is that the game itself was built by humans, but the company is trying to make everything else not AI. But again, there's certain things that I'm just saying like a little bit of it and not necessarily the story. But anyway, what's been happening is particularly concerning and sad. And it's just like humans are what have made good music and good art and good games all of these years. Like some of the best games that we have out there, we couldn't have gotten without humans creating them. And then to just attempt to make these soulless things for a cash grab, it's just so disheartening. And then of course how much water generative AI uses. And then it's also like, it's trained using things that humans created. So it's just a hollow representation of the original things that like human made, or that humans made. And people often don't think, unfortunately, of... I'm trying to find the entrance and I can't find it. And I definitely should have put that other beacon down here, but oh well. But... Go in. But, people don't think of video games as art, but that's often because people who don't play video games don't know. And video games have received such a reputation over the years that people don't know any better. But people that have played video games obviously know that there's so much art that goes into them to create them, and thought behind them, and some of the greatest like media experiences, that kind of scared me a little bit, that you can have are in games. Like some of my favorite media experiences have been playing video games. And then I didn't get started playing video games until like a little bit through my PhD. I had played like Nintendo DS and I played the Wii. Obviously, like it's well known that I have played both of the Endless Ocean games.
You said this was the spot where I can make you a body, right?
Yes.
I didn't like his tone. Let's go in.
Once you have used the fabricator to build each component, we can assemble them.
And then we can transfer you out of my head?
I am anticipating it as much as you are.
Y'all didn't like learn to somewhat like or tolerate each other? Okay. Okay. These are all very easy to get. Some of them I already have. And if not, I know where they are. Yeah, these are all exceptionally easy to get. Okay, let's pin all of those. Oh, that's not where I want to go. Okay, so what am I doing? What I was trying to say was I started playing video games during my PhD because I started my PhD in 2020. Yeah. Yeah, tell me about it. Not the most fun time to start your PhD, but I started it then. Hydrochloric acid is done with... Okay. Yeah, we have all of these items. Anyway. God. I love that they put one right here. Alright. And then, here's what we'll do. Get inside. Let me organize some things first, and then I will continue saying what I was saying. Okay. So we need all of those ingredients. Pretty sure this is just a ruby and a spiral plant clipping. I don't need that, I remember that. Okay. Let's make lockers that have all of the items that are like just items that are kind of out. Okay, let's not do this here then. It is gonna come and bother me, so let's do that once we get out of here. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying was I got into gaming then. Because at that point I was starting to get really burned out, and I was like, I deserve to do fun things, and I'm kind of interested in games. And so I was like, I think it might be fun to have like a little like something if I get myself a gaming console. But at the time, it was very difficult to find gaming consoles. And so my best friend in the whole world, Chelsea, they got me Chelsea and John got me a PS4 that they had, and then they gave me that because they, sorry, my brain is calculating things. My best friends gave me a PS4 because they had a PS5 and they knew that I was wanting to play games. And so they gave that to me, which was one of the loveliest things they could have ever done. And I had been dying to play Jedi Fallen Order. So I had a couple games. So previously I had played Untitled Goose Game, loved it. And it's so funny because I ended up getting it and playing it, and I've like barely played that game, and I like used to dream about getting it, and now like having it and being like, wouldn't it be so fun and like would help me de-stress if I played that, and then I've barely played it. It's so funny the way that works. But I wanted to play that on my own console, and I wanted to play Jedi Fallen Order so badly. And so Jedi Fallen Order was the first game I ever played on console. And in the beginning when I was playing, I would feel guilty because I'm like, oh, I'm not working and I'm playing a video game, and video games eat up all this time, and all this time could have been used to be like working on things. And that was back when I was like even worse than I am now. I'm much, much better now in terms of being like, oh, I'm allowed and need for my body to have breaks and rest and play games so that way I can be a fully functioning human. And so I also had all of these kind of internalized things that I had grown up with that like, oh, if you play video games, you're lazy, or it's like bad for your brain, or you're a bad person or a lazy person if you play video games, which is not true. It's just one way to enjoy your life. It's because a lot of people just fundamentally don't understand what video games are, and it's like if you were watching a TV show, except that you get to play with the TV show, or watching a movie, except you get to interact with the movie. And of course everything in moderation, obviously, but I had to like kind of unlearn that thing that I had grown up with as like a late millennial. And then I also had to unlearn the like video games are for boys and boys only, and like why are you playing video games, that I had also developed as, I didn't hit the fish, as a late millennial. And by late millennial I mean I was born at like the tail end of when you could be a millennial. But let me come back to what I was talking about after I start sorting things. So we're gonna put, okay, so we're gonna put, not those, we're gonna put resources that we need for Alan that are just out and about resources here and here. So we're gonna do 1, 2. Let me also like look at the chat because I've been neglecting you all, my dears. You all are talking about Untitled Goose Game. I love it. And then there's a question that was asked about what kind of game genre I like. I will answer it after I sort. Let me organize. But I'm making sure I didn't miss anything. Benz was talking about the Leviathan that they showed for the Subnautica 2, and that thing does look terrifying. I saw that, I was like, oh boy, that thing was wild. I will answer the game genre thing in a sec. Let me organize. My brain is not multitasking very well today. Okay, nothing in there. Let me grab out of this bin. Oh, you think you got enough kyanite, Brooke? The answer is no, I like pretty shiny things. Okay. Grab those. Grab this. The fish are mine. Alan can't take those from me. He could never. They're not his. They're mine. Okay. So those go in here. Did I put the diamond? No, I don't want to rename it. No. No! Okay. Put the diamond in there. Okay. Nice. So we've kind of sorted that stuff. So now we just have to get out of here. which we definitely need to start going because our power is kind of low. We might actually just make the body, because I, again, semi-cheated, but not really. I know that you are given the opportunity after making the body to still be able to play the game. So we might still, I don't know. Let me think on whether or not we're going to build the body today or not. We might just collect the materials and make them and work on building our base, and then do the last episode be the exciting episode where we like build the body and do all the other stuff involved with that. I don't know. Chat, what are you thinking? What are we thinking, chat? How are y'all feeling on this matter? I also have to edit this video tonight, so I don't want this video to be super long. Because I'm going to be busy over the next few days. So I gotta edit it tonight. So what are y'all thinking? Okay, so to answer the question about what genres do I like. So I like action-adventure games. So I was saying the first game I ever played was Jedi Fallen Order. The first one I ever played on console. Because I had been dying to play that one. It looks so cool. I'm obsessed with Star Wars. Star Wars is one of my special interests. So I had to play. Playing that was such an experience for me. I was so overwhelmed and so... What is it gonna scare? Not me getting jump scared. Okay, anyway. I guess it just built up all that pressure. Anyway, so that was the first game I ever played on console, and it was such a cool experience because this felt like the first time I could like really interact with Star Wars. Hi, pretty. Hi. Oh. Hi. Hello. What are you doing? Okay, what I'm hearing from the chat, bye bye Ophia, what I'm hearing from the chat is that we will not build a body today. That will be saved for the next episode. Because what I don't want to do is like we're in the next episode and then we belabor the heck out of it because I'm like, oh, I guess we should like build more of the base before we do whatever we're going to do. So, yeah, let's just make the rest of this time building the things to make his body, and then I hate when I do this by accident. Get on there. I hate when I do this instead of like actually getting in, and I thought I got in, I did the wrong thing. Anyway, we'll play around with the base, and then that will make the episode shorter. Thank you, chat, for the decision. So, yeah, so that was really cool because like I was able to interact with that world. Like I could just, if I wanted to look at something like a wall in like a temple, I could just walk up to it and look at it in as much detail as I wanted to. Like whereas like if you're watching a movie or a TV show, you don't get to like look at everything. Whereas in the game, I can just walk up to the wall and I can just stare at the wall for as long as I want and look at all the little details. Which is not necessarily why people play games. But that was something to me that was just, that's what like sold me from the the very beginning of it. And then Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor became special interest of mine. But, get it. But anyway, so that was the first game I played. So I like to do action-adventure type games. Preferably ones where it's like third person, so they're like running around and you can see them. This is the first game series that I have played. Where are you? This is the first game series that I have played and stuck with that has first person. Because I'm not super fond of first person, but I don't mind it in this game. But yeah, so I'm big on the action adventure. I like swords a lot, particularly over guns, just because I suck at guns. Except in The Last of Us. That is the only one that I've been able to do it with. I was not very good at Uncharted. I know that lots of people really like that game. I just didn't have as good of a time with it, to be honest. Let's see if it's possible for us to get around this thing without it bothering us. The answer is no. Anyway. So, Going 88 says, I wonder if having another consciousness in your head burns more calories. This was the question I asked. I think it was, I don't know if you were here. Also, if you all forgot, it's okay. And the only reason that I'm remembering these things with so much detail is because I recently edited them. Whomst? Ah. It was following me. But anyway, so... What was I saying? Oh, I had questioned whether having Alan in my head or not, or Robin having Alan in her head, if that burned more calories, because I would think that it would, because it's another thing that's like taking resources. I don't want to say like a parasite, but like a parasite. So yeah, like I feel like it has to be burning calories, extra calories, but at the same time, the architect precursor race, it seems like they've kind of got stuff figured out, so maybe they figured out a way, excuse me, sorry, maybe they figured out a way to, like, I don't know, figure it out, where it's not eating up as many calories. Know what world I really vibe with in a game. I really liked, this is going to be really controversial. People are going to be like, Brooke, you are wild for this. I liked Zepho on Jedi Fallen Order, which I know is a really wild take because a lot of people don't like Zepho because it is very difficult to navigate. But I enjoyed it. I think it's a cool looking place. Also, obviously, I enjoy the worlds that are in Subnautica. Look, there's my two little babies that I raised from eggs.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All right. First order of business. We have got to go and switch out some batteries. I get a little bit overwhelmed with open world games, so I played The Witcher 3 and I got pretty far in, well, I don't know what far. I got to the point where, spoilers for that game, now I forgot her name. It starts with a T. Trish? I don't remember, but the red-headed character. Where she wants you to go with her, and you as Geralt have to decide if you're going to go with her or not. I chose to not go with her, which I hear is a controversial take, but to me, I was doing her a solid because I could not, in my right mind, knowing that Geralt is very, 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 very much in love with Yennefer, do that to her. So she deserved better than that, and I told her no. But I'm aware that that is a controversial take. But Triss, thank you, yes. But anyway. I feel like I'm wandering because I'm thinking. Alright, let's just put a crap ton of stuff in storage. And then we gotta go get all of our fish. And all of our rock grubs. So many rock grubs. Come on. You think I got enough rock grubs, chat? You think so? Never enough. Never. I really got through this whole game without needing a prawn suit. I know people are going to be sad that I didn't use the prawn suit, but I just didn't feel like I needed it. Why did I put that in there? Okay. We definitely need more of this. But anyway, let me list off the games that I played. So I played Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, obviously. Obviously, the 2 Subnautica games, you've literally watched me play them. Abzu, which people hopefully have also watched me play. Those are up on YouTube. I have also played Stray, which is one of my all-time favorite games. And I remembered to press the square button to drop these instead of accidentally eating them. Let's see if I can plant anything else. I cannot. Okay. So those fish are all going to breed in here, so that'll be fun. I'm gonna throw some discus in there too. Also, this is probably actually faster. Yeah, Stray is one of my favorite games ever. I loved that game. What an incredible experience. Also, I have loved one of the games that I got my... Oh, I got a PS5, obviously. I ended up buying a PS5 after I defended my... Or not defended. After I passed my qualifications exams, which are these really scary exams when you're a PhD student. So the way that you do your qualifications exams differs based upon the university and the program that you're in. And so the way that we did mine is not going to be the way that everybody else did theirs. I have been told that the way that we did ours is much more complicated than other people. So keep that in mind. But the way that we did ours is that it had 2 phases. So phase 1 is... Where did that diamond go? That's not the phase. I'm just... Where did I put it? Did I not grab it? Come on. Whatever. So phase 1 is that you have the written exams is what we did. And so for my written exams, I had 5 days because I had 5 committee members. And for each of those committee members, I had a set of questions. And so it depends on, and like some places still do the written exams and they're not super uncommon, but it depended upon the PI. And so sometimes I would get 5 questions and I had to answer them all. And then sometimes I got 7 questions and I could answer 5 of them. Some of them were open notes, some of them were not. And then I was given a set amount of time that I could work on these. So I could work, oh wait, go back to the thing. Wait, no, what do I have? Yeah, go back. And so I could work on, get in there. The whale is getting so big. Anyway, I could work on them for however many hours I was given. So sometimes I was given like 24 hours, but occasionally I was given like 8 hours or 12 hours. And unfortunately, this was before I knew that I was autistic. Or, well, at this point I had figured that I was autistic and was assuming and kind of treating myself as if I was, but I was trying to find out how I could get a diagnosis, and it's very difficult to get a diagnosis. But I didn't have accommodations at that point, and I would have absolutely needed more time, because I have always needed more time on tests. That is just how I operate. And so I didn't have access to that resource that I desperately needed, but it is what it is. What do you mean I can't put the rock grub in here? Well, that's depressing. Fine. I know where I'm going to put it. Anyway, I'm just going to put a bunch of rock grubs in here. Anyway. So I had 5 days that we stretched out over a couple of other days, but you have essentially all day that you answer those questions. And it's terrifying because you're like, oh my God, I have to know all of this information, and what if I don't know it? If you prepare well, like I did, and you study, you'll be fine. And then you get to it, and it's actually kind of nice because it's like, oh, I only have to worry about this singular thing for today. And then afterwards, you should not do any studying. You should just take a break. And so it's like, oh, I actually have a work-life balance, and I feel super productive. And so in that respect, it was kind of nice. If you passed that, then you would move on to what was known as the oral exam. And so for the oral exam, essentially it was me trapped in a room with my committee members for 2 hours, and they could ask me any questions they wanted about biology, which is intimidating, obviously. And so that was kind of scary. That was the one that really scared me, but I ended up passing. And so it was fine. But we have to go through that kind of rigorous process, and then you're called a PhD candidate. But anyway, because that process was so scary, preparing for it, because if you don't pass, you don't get to be a PhD anymore. Like, you're dismissed. If you don't pass a certain amount of, if you get, like, we got twice or whatever. But anyway, if you didn't pass, you didn't get to be a PhD student. Which obviously, when I had fought so hard to be one, was terrifying. And so I was terrified of the prospect of not being a PhD. And so I was very worried coming up to it and did a lot of work to make sure that I passed. And so when I passed, I got myself a PS5. And now I have a PS5. Anyway, so other games that I played. So one of the games that I really wanted to get a PS5 for was Gris, which is an indie game that I have painted pots for and have talked about previously on my social media. It is developed by a studio from Spain called Nomada Studio. And they also created one of my other favorite games that came out semi-recently called Neva, which I think I might actually like more than Gris, which is to say that both of them are incredible. Oh my God. But they're very emotional experiences, absolutely just stunning games. Love those. Played both the Last of Us games. There's other games that I played, I just, like, my brain's not thinking of them right now. But it takes me a long time to play games when it's just me, particularly when I was, like, in the middle of my PhD. So I'm still relatively new to gaming, but I have been loving it so far. But anyway, nobody was expecting me to talk about all of that, but here we are. Okay. grab a bunch of these. It's fine, they'll reproduce. And then I'll have a bunch, and then I can put them into other aquariums. Because now I can finally fill those. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do in that room. Junie, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna go bye-bye. Oh, I have discus in both of these, which is not
Calorie intake
ideal. So I'm gonna steal one out.
recommended.
Hey! Mr. Man, you're not gonna do that. So I'm gonna put these in there instead. And then put these in here. Do you all think we have enough rock grubs? I think we got enough. Okay. So put rock grubs in the other one. Okay, let's go put them. We'll put the other ones in here. Put them in here. I also am a chronic game replayer, but I'm also like a chronic TV show rewatcher and do things multiple times. I believe that it is part of the autism. Oh, Juniper, what are you doing?
Sweet child, please stop doing that. Don't do that. No, stop.
All right. Okay, goody. My audio did not cut out. Yay. All right, let's go create Alan's body parts. Or like get the materials for Alan's body parts. Do that first and then we'll build a little bit and then I'm gonna get off and eat. And I will be getting off and eating at a reasonable hour. Isn't everybody proud of me? All right, people, now is the time, because you all are talking about it, where I tell you that my brother has been trying for quite some time now to get me to play Skyrim. I own Skyrim, I have started it up, and I've had difficulty getting into it. But I have difficulty getting into most games. But I know. I'm gonna try Victor Frankenphilly. I need to watch Frankenstein. I want to watch it so bad. I think I might watch it maybe this weekend. I just haven't had time. But I do want to see it. The Guillermo del Toro one. I think if I played Elden Ring, I think it would kill me. I'm just gonna be honest. I think I would not be able to play that game. As in, I have heard that there's like, what, 1 difficulty? I don't know. I don't know if I have the skill set for that one yet. Stardew is not really my kind of game, with no offense to anybody. I don't like some of those types of cozy games. It's just not my thing because I like the action-adventure kind of stuff. I might try it one day, but I don't think it's really my kind of deal. But I could be proven wrong. I do periodically play this phone game called Suki Adventure. Which is where you're a little rabbit, but I feel like that should check out considering my love of rabbits. Wait, let's take the batteries out for no. Oh, there's no power source anymore. Take this power source out. Alright, we need 1, 2, 3. I think. Can't do math right now. Brain not working good. Put that in there. Put that in there. And then let's remove this battery. Charge that. Perfect, because now that we have the battery charger, I might as well just like, once they're kind of low, just start charging them. Because we have access to it, might as well use our resources. Okay, throw this in there. Voice. Hold on a sec. Okay. I love that I left all the space and never put anything here. I don't even know if they have like a med kit fabricator in this game because I haven't been able to find it. Okay. Where's our little tri-valve? There it goes! So cute.
Do you want to come up here, kitty cat? Or are you gonna run away?
Chicken. Okay. We need... Oh, there she goes! We need cotton anemones. Those are outside. And salt, which we have.
Hey, babe! Can I play with you?
Play. Play.
Hi, sweetie.
You creepy, but also slightly cute little guy. All right, we definitely need this. Nice. I need 3 of these. Because I am me. I like all of the beds to have no slots open. It just doesn't feel right if they do.
Hello, baby. Are you going to come see me and give me a present?
Yes! Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't actually need that anymore. Where are you going? Oh, goodbye! It's just falling. Alright.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I don't know if I still have the root pustules. I might. I do. Huh. I thought I'd have to go get those. Ophia, what are you doing? Sweetie, honey, baby.
No! Stop it!
Scary woman. So going at 8 said, is a scary woman used in the game, or do you think she'll come up again? I think from what I saw that we're done with her storyline. But somebody else will know the answer to that question. Also, didn't I get a synthetic fiber at one point? Maybe I don't actually need to... I might have used it in creating... Also, I do need those. I might have used it in the creation of the pangling bot. but I guess not. Oh, I do have one. So I didn't need to go make another one. Oh well. I just put that ruby right back. Yeah, because we only need one. And then what was the other thing? I'll just put it in here. Two, right? And then outside we have jail sex. There we go. Let's eat some of these. I hear baby. Nice. I'm stuck. Alright, let's go put some of the things in storage. So we have enough tissue. It says, well, I mean, I guess we only need like one of each. I don't think he needs like 2 or 4 or whatever. Okay, so I need to put, wait, is that the root pustule? No. Might also be smart if we do this by tissue. Nah, because we're all going to take it anyway. Okay, so the 2 of those, 1, 2, 3. These. So we're done with the tissues. For the skeleton, we need 3 diamonds, which we've no. We've already got 2, so we need 1 more, which I have. Oh, we didn't actually. I don't know why I thought I needed 3 ion cubes, but whatever. There's 3 in there. So, those are in there. Got those. Okay, let's go make the green liquid and the hydrochloric acid. Yeah, so the hydrochloric acid and then the green liquid. There's the gold. Nice. Nice. Okay, and then we just need to make plasteel ingot. Okay. Titanium ingot. Plasteel ingot. And 1 more diamond. That was incredibly easy to make those parts. We will not be going to make them today, though. He can wait. We have other important things to do. But I will go put them in the truck. To the sea truck! Okay, so we don't have any more space in that one, but we do here. Which I'm gonna grab that. Okay. Well, that's everything. So, also I want to make more flower beds out there. Let's go do that real quick. So, Alan knows through us that a cure was made. Because they didn't make it before, and he watched us do the cure for the big Leviathan. So he knows the cure was eventually made. He just didn't do it. I don't know. That one conversation made me suspicious. Look at these plants that I planted off camera. Normally I like to put 4 beds, but as you can see we don't have any space because of the way this is tucked in, so we'll just have to do 3 on this side. So let's... put those here. We're going to put them on the very edge to give more space. No. Right there. Alright. There we go. I will tell you all that my brother wants me to play Bioshock. It's one of his favorite games. I know there's ocean elements in there. This is the chat is talking about games. Yeah, see, because this won't fit because there's stuff in the way. So I've already planted this breadboard there. So let me go in here first. Let me see if so I'm completely out of space to plant things in here for sure, but what about going up here? Oh, we ran out of space there too. Because I'm not going to plant that redwood because we've already got one right there. There's also, I saw there's cave bush, but I couldn't find it again, so I guess we're going to go find it. But I don't like to replant anything twice except for these because they provide the light and they're pretty. So I guess we'll just go throw this extra seed in here just in case. Alright. Let's go find that cave bush. Of course, we might be planting multiples of the same thing just because we kind of run out of plants. But I don't want to put like, I'll put another one of these, but I'm not going to put like these and these together. I've seen that there are green violet bows, so maybe we could grab one of those. Ooh, start looking a little sketchy. Okay, so I remember seeing, ooh, don't mind if I do. Fabulous. Anyway. chat is recommending the game Bug Snacks. What is Bug Snacks about, chat? You all can tell me and I'll relay it to people that might be watching this later on YouTube. Snatch! Sorry. I saw the cave bush around here when I was meandering the other day, but now I don't know where it is. I also know I think there's like dockweed or something, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, see, here's the really peaceful music in like a not peaceful place.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
The chat said... Sorry. Chat said that they don't know how to explain the game without spoiling it. Yeah, sometimes those kind of games exist. I thought there was cave bush. I saw it around here once. Here's violet bow, but green. So I don't know if this is going to be any different. I guess... Okay, we'll drop that. It means that it's gonna...
Seek fluid.
Oh! I guess it's a little
Fluid
creep
intake.
vine. Huh. Those are tiny creep vines. Maybe these are tiny cave bushes? I don't know. I'm still mad that you can't get a sample of these because I love these and I want them so bad. It just doesn't feel fair. But sometimes life isn't fair. I almost got knocked by one of those, which would have been bad. Would have been distinctly problematic. Where's that darn cave bush that I ran across at one time when I didn't have any space in my inventory because I collected a bunch of other stuff because I was on a collecting run. And I saw it and I was like, ooh, I want this. And I was like, I'll come back, I'll remember where this is. And then I clearly didn't. What if I get got? There it is, I found it. Nice. Got it! Just what I wanted. Why does it still look kind of bad? Maybe it'll load in a sec. Nah, this looks terrible. Hold on, everybody. We're redoing it! Oh, now it looks fine. Okay, never mind. I just need to load. Where am I going? Before I get got, which I don't want to happen. I don't want to get got. I don't want to get attacked. But now we have cave bush that we can go plant. Now we gotta figure out what else we want to plant. And then I don't know what to put in those two rooms. The new big rooms. I don't I don't know if we have enough space to divide them into another room. I don't know. Where'd it go? Okay. Oh! It's on this side. So I'm gonna put those there. And then I'm gonna snatch hello. What do you have for me? Ooh! Why, thank you, baby. My good little angel. Alright, that's 4. 5. Put these here. Let's grab another one. Oh, Fee, you're pushing. She has laid herself down and pushed my computer further. Alright. That one is not empty. This one. Plant one more. Nice. Perfect. Okay,
Oxygen.
I have not eaten dinner yet, nick of time, but we're... Oh god, I'm about to die. Will I make it in time, chat? Yes, I will.
Welcome aboard,
Woohoo!
Captain.
That was close. I'm about to get off. We're wrapping up. We're wrapping up the stream. Which plant do I want to... Oops, I thought I was going to go in the water. Which plant do I want to put over there? Because... Okay. So we've got cave bushes here, those there, and those two. I'm thinking we could do these over there because it matches the color scheme, but then it's not super different. So then I'm thinking that maybe we put these over there. My heart says the anemone flowers. So, you know what? We're going to follow our heart today. I want to follow my heart. We're going to follow my heart. I didn't just hit it, did I? Hope not. Okay. Let's go plant some over here. Oh my god, there's so many. This is what my heart wants. And you know what? My heart deserves what it wants. Okay. We'll have to go back in a sec because I'm running out of air. Look at that. We made it. Okay, going back inside to get air, and then we'll come back out and replenish that one bed.
Oxygen.
Oh no! Subnautica, I'm sorry! I'm sorry that you're here late. I'll be on for a few more minutes at least. If you're on the Discord server, I have it set up where it will notify you when I'm playing, and that seems to be working better for people. Yeah, that's been the thing that a lot of people have been telling me, is that Twitch is not very good at giving you all notifications of when I'm on. And I don't know if that's a thing on my end or if it's something on Twitch's end. Almost. Because I have like 500 something followers, but we don't always have very many people on the actual stream. So I think it just doesn't alert people. But yeah, look at our plants! I love having all of our little plants. So pretty. So pretty. But yeah, those notify, like the notifications I have on Discord notify within, I think it's like 25 seconds of when I get on, because I tested it. So that seems to do better. Yeah, now the thing is just trying to figure out what we're gonna put in here. How's everybody doing in here? You can see all the little rock grubs swimming around. Spin, I'm spinning like a ballerina. Drop. Okay. What are our options? What's the wall divider? I guess it's raining. Oh, that's a door. Never mind, I don't want that. I don't know what I want to do. I might just have to think about it, and I might do some stuff off camera, which I know that you all don't like, but I also do need to eat. And I know that you all would much rather me eat and make sure that I'm getting all of my nutrition and taking care of myself. I think this area is done. Pretty sure. I'm thinking I might build like an area that's supposed to be like a lab. I saw someone make a classroom, which was fun. Or like might make more like tanks or whatever. But yeah, I'll think about what we're gonna do in that other room. Yeah. I think it's time that we... Ooh! Snatch! I think it's time that we commence And then the next episode will be the last one. We will build the body. We'll build Alan's body. I am nervous because Alan is acting suspicious. You can't really see the plants outside of here as well, but if we go over... Let's see, if we go over here, you can't see them. And then, like, I'm sure that these will, like, grow up around. It might grow up inside of it because sometimes the game is glitchy, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, this base, super cool. I'm so proud of it. It's so pretty. I'm really happy with it. Ophelia is currently snoring. I don't know if you can hear it, but you know what? We're gonna try. She just woke up. She's like, wait, what? She was snoring so peacefully. It was so cute. Alright. There's so many fish in here. This one is just filled with fish. Let's go look at the other one really quickly and see if they've populated the crap out of that one. Not yet. This one needs more fish. Oh, but we did put the pinacarid in here, so now we have 2. And then there's a little rock grub. But yeah. We put the new spine fish in here. Dude, I've had to move this one before because it gets stuck right here. It's not... It's, it struggles in here. It gets, like, stuck on these plants. Oh, Ophelia's knocking the... Okay, Ophelia! Alright, I think our last act is actually... Let's take this. Because he keeps going over here and getting stuck. I think it needs to go into the bigger aquarium that has more surface on the floor. So I'm not going to put it in our first one that we built. No, I don't want to climb up. I want to go down. I'm not going to put it in here because we've already got one in there. So let's go put it in the other one. We'll put it in here. And then it won't get stuck. I mean, they keep getting stuck, particularly this one. Just, what are you doing? All right, drop it. There you go, buddy. Now, there we go. Look, it's already happy. Nice.
Seek fluid intake.
Let's do one more
Vital
thing.
signs stabilizing.
Let's do one more thing. I know what I want. I know what I want to do. Okay. I know what I want. No, you are not becoming crustaceans, chat. We've been over this extensively. Extensively. Okay. I'm gonna put picture frames up here. Oh, we can only do it on 2 walls, but that's okay. That's okay. And... I do love these hanging plants. I put them everywhere. There we go. It's like kind of hard to move around in here, but it's fine. There we go. All right, what will we put in here? What am I gonna put in here? Let's see. I don't know which pictures. There's that one. I don't like that picture as much, but we'll put it there for now as a placeholder. But we gotta take more pictures. I gotta take more. There. I wish I had more that I could put up, but I had to put up these so that way our base didn't fall apart, because I have so many glass rooms in here. So much glass. But anyway. No, I don't want to climb up. Oh, there goes the cat. Okay. You're not becoming a crab or a slug, chat. You can't... You said, I feel it in me bones. Crabs don't have bones. So you can't become crab. No crab. None. No! You're not becoming a crab. Anyway, this has been a fun episode. This is a penultimate. So we're going to be doing this all again next time that we meet. Except I'll probably by then have decorated more per usual. We might decorate a little bit more together. And then we're going to build Alan's body. And we'll kind of go from there and see what happens. Because, yeah, I'm suspicious. I think we should all be suspicious. But anyway, I'll see you all later. Bye! The kitty cat says bye. Goodbye!